Welcome to the class to all. See, in the last class we have worked out some of the examples carrying 4 marks on determinants. By using the properties of determinants, we applied various row operations and column operations and got the right hand side. Okay, so I have worked out some of the problems in the previous classes. See, let us continue our classes on determinants. See, let us see. In this class, let us study about applications of determinants. So, we know how to expand 3 cross 3 determinant. Okay, we can expand along any row or any column. So, we also know the signs plus minus plus, minus plus minus, plus minus plus. So, in a determinant, so it is a 3 cross 3. So, order of the determinant is this. So, we know. So, if we expand along first row, so we take these signs plus minus plus. If we expand along second row, so minus plus minus. Then if we expand along third row, I can take it as plus minus plus, or we can go along the columns also. Okay, so all the things we have learned along with the properties of determinants. Okay, let us move on here. Let us consider another concept here. See, applications of determinants. So in that we have first one is area of a triangle. See, in first PUC, in analytical geometry, we have learned that what is the area of the triangle. See, so area of the triangle means, see, if you have a triangle here, say the vertices are A, B, C. See, the vertices of first point A, x1, y1, let me take this as x2, y2, then let me take this as x3, y3. So if I have a triangle, see, if I have this x-axis and say y-axis, so it is the origin here. So we know in our previous classes, if I have a triangle, say ABC, whose vertices are x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3, so it has 3 vertices, then what is the area of the triangle? So we have derived one expression for area of the triangle in first PUC. Okay, I am not talking about this one here. See, what is the expression we got for area of the triangle? So how can we find out the area of a triangle here having vertices x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. So the vertices are, see, x1, y1, x2, y2 and this C x3, y3. So what is the area of the triangle? So we have learned in our previous classes. So that expression was, see, area of the triangle, so we got was half into sigma, okay, the expression was x1 into, see, x1 into y2 minus y3. So this was the expression which we got for area of triangle. See, half is a constant, sigma into x1 into y2 minus y3. So we can expand this, see, half, I will write it as it is. So first term, so I will expand this sigma here, sum of 3 terms, x1 into y2 minus y3 plus, see, we go on changing cyclically. So x1, after x1 I get x2, so y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y3 minus y2. Okay, this was the area of triangle whose vertices are x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. See here, half is a constant, I have 3 terms, sum of 3 terms, 1, 2, 3, or we can write it in a short notation, sigma. So x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2, square units. Okay, so the same expression what we got in the first PUC, or I have written on the board here. See, A is equal to all these expressions. See, sum of 3 terms, half is a constant here. So the same expression can be written in the form of determinant. Okay, area of a triangle can also be written in the determinant form, the same expression. Okay, but we don't write this expression, we write the same expression in the form of a determinant. So how can it be simplified here? See, the same expression, I will write this area of a triangle. See, area of a triangle is equal to, see, half is there, so half into, so I will write it in the form of determinant. So we know 3 cross 3 determinant. Okay, so the same formula can be written in the form of a determinant. So I will write the determinant here. See, x1, x2, x3, first column, y1, y2, y3, and in the last column we have 1, 1, 1. See, square units. This is the area of triangle. See, area of triangle whose vertices are x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. See, first column x1, x2, x3. Second column is y1, y2, y3 and last column is 1, 1, 1. See, observe this formula. So, half times this determinant. See, if I expand along first row or if I expand along first column and after simplification, we can get the same expression. Okay. So, you have to remember this formula here. Half into determinant of this. So here we know area of a triangle is always positive. So on the right hand side, see on the right hand side, whatever the quantity we got, so we have to consider this whole thing on the right hand side as positive. Okay. So this is mod of this determinant. Okay. Mod of half of this determinant. Whatever the value we get, that should be positive. So we will not consider the area as a negative. So area of the triangle is always positive. Okay. See on the left hand side, I have written here, A means area of the triangle. So if area of the triangle is given, then we consider both positive and negative values of the determinants. We cannot consider one value. So we can consider two values. Okay. If area is given, we consider two values and then simplify the expression on the right hand side. So this is the concept here. See, observe this here. So if the points A, B, C, so here we have three vertices A, B, C. So if, okay, I can write this. If the points A, B and C, see they are collinear, then what happens? This also we have discussed here. See, here they are non-collinear points. So A, B, C are non-collinear. If these points lie on the same line, then what happens? Then see these 3 points A, B, C, okay, collinear. So they lie on the same straight line. Then there is no question of area. So what will be the area here? So then area of the triangle will be what? 0. Okay. So if the points are collinear, see if the points are collinear, then this area vanishes. Area will be 0. Okay. So two things to remember here. Area of the triangle whose vertices are x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3 can be written in the determinant form as this one. So you remember column wise or row wise. So it's your convenience. So column wise I can write x1, x2, x3. Then second column y1, y2, y3. See last column contains 1, 1, 1. So if we expand this, we get the same expression. So this is the expression which we have learnt in analytical geometry. Okay, in first PUC. The same expression we have written in the form of determinant. That's why I have written the heading as applications of determinants. So we can write the expression of area of triangle in this form also. Okay. So if the given points are collinear, then area will be what? It vanishes. It will be 0. Okay. This is the first point to remember here. Then let us consider another concept here. Okay. See. Okay. Let us work out some of the problems concerned to this. Then afterwards we can go for next concept. Okay, I will write the example here only. Okay, example. So I can take the example here. Find the area of the triangle whose vertices are given by okay, first one is 3, 8, minus 4, comma 2 and 5, comma 1. So this one is the first one. Then second one is 1, 0, 6, comma 0 and 4, 3. So I have considered two examples here. See, it is a 2 marks question. It may be asked in part B. Okay, find the area of the triangle whose vertices are. I have considered two examples at a time. Okay, let us solve it one by one. 3, 8, minus 4, 2, 5, 1. So we have to find the area of the triangle. Okay. See, the formula is here. Already I have explained this. So you have to write the formula. Okay. And you substitute whatever the vertices are given. So okay, given vertices are, see, given vertices are So 3, 8, minus 4, 2, then 5, 1. Okay, I am considering first one here. See, this is, you can consider this x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Okay, so then we can write this formula. So area is equal to, so you write this formula, area is equal to half times this one. So I will write this, area is equal to half mod of, see, x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3, then the last column we have 1, 1, 1. See, we have to replace here half determinant of, see, x1 is 3, so I will replace column wise. X2 is minus 4. See, observe here x1, x2, x3. So they should be written in column. Okay, 3 minus 4, 5. Then y1, y2, y3. That is 8, 2, 1. Then in the last column I can write 1, 1, 1. See, I have to simplify this determinant. So plus minus plus. So I will write half as it is. Okay, I will. I will expand this determinant. See, you leave this column and this row. Okay, this column, see, this row and this column. So what are the elements left here? See, 2, 1, 1, 1. So 2 into 1, 2, minus 1 into 1, 1. Okay, half to this. So we can expand this. See, here half is a constant, so you write it as it is. Half into, see, plus, we have to write 3 here. 3 into, see, leave this column and this row. Say 2 into 1, 2, minus 1 into 1, 1. Then you consider this minus 8. Then you leave this column and this row. See, minus 4 into 1 product, minus 4. Then 5 into 1, that is minus 5. Then last element plus 1, you leave this column and this row. See, minus 4 into 1, that is minus 4. Then minus 2 into 5, that is minus 10. See, minus 4, then minus 2, 5 is 10. So we can simplify it. Okay, let me write here only. See, half into 3 into 2 minus 1 is 1, minus 8 into, see, minus 4 minus 5, that will what? Minus 9, plus 1 into minus 4 minus 10, that is minus 14. So we have to simplify the things inside the bracket here. So I will write here, see, half into, so 3 into 1, that is 3. See here, minus into minus plus 8 into 9, that is 72. Then plus into minus, minus 14 into 1, 14. So half times, see, half times, so this is 75. So 75 minus 14. So we have to subtract here. So we'll get what? 61. So this will be 61 divided by 2 square units. See, area. So it is already positive. So no need to write mod sign. So I already said this on the right hand side, whatever the quantity you get, it is considered as mod of the right hand side. So it is already positive. So I can take this 61 by 2 square units. Okay. So I will draw this first example. So area of the triangle, whose vertices are 3, 8, minus 4, 2, 5, 1. So that area is 61 by 2 square units. So I have used the formula. Okay. So let us work out this second one. So find the area of the triangle whose vertices are, see, given vertices are, you can write here 1, 0, 6, 0, 4, 3. Okay, you think this as x1, y1, then second vertex as x2, y2, then third vertex as x3, y3. So you write the formula. So what is the formula? Area is equal to, so first column wise, you can remember easily column wise, x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3, last column is 1, 1, 1. Okay, you can replace here. See, half into, see, determinant. So we'll write the determinant. Okay, determinant of, see, x1, x2, x3. See, 1, 6, 4, column wise. 1, 6, 4, then 0, 0, 3. 0, 0, 3. Then last column, that is 1, 1, 1. So now I can expand this along first row. Okay, half into, see, so you have to be careful. whenever expanding the determinant. So we know, and we have practiced a lot of problems. See here, first column and first row. So these two should be deleted. Then you concentrate on these four elements only. See 0 into 1, 0, minus 1 into 3, that is 3. So that is 1 into this. See, plus 1 into, so 0 into 1, 0, minus 3. Then, so 0 is given, so that will be all 0. So no need to worry about this element here. See, plus 1 into, so I will consider this, plus 1 into, see this column and this row. Then you concentrate here. 6 3s are 18, minus 0 into 4, that is 0. So this one is very, very simple here. See, half into 0 minus 3. So minus 3 into 1, that will be minus 3. Then plus 18 minus 0, 18. 18 into 1, that will be what? 18. Okay. So then I will write half as it is. See, minus 3 plus 18. So positive sign here. 18 minus 3, that will be what? 15. That is nothing but 15 by 2 square units. So this is area of the, once again, see, I got positive value. No need to write mod sign. If you get negative sign, then you write the mod sign, take the positive value. 15 by 2 square units. This is the area of the triangle. Okay. So these two examples I have worked out here. So we have find out the area of the triangle. See, area of the triangle by using the determinant form, that is half times x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3, 1, 1, 1. So right hand side, it is considered as mod. Okay, whatever the value we get the area, we can take the positive value. So if area is given, then we can consider both negative and positive values. So those problems we can do in our next class. So for the time being, we have find out the area of the triangle. Okay.